everyone, we're going to graph the polar equation, the conchoid, from 0 to pi for r equals cosecant theta minus 2. So the first thing we want to do is test for symmetry before we graph, and we want to test with respect to the polar axis. So if we let r equal 1 divided by sine of theta minus 2, and for this test we replace theta with negative theta. So this is going to be sine of negative theta minus 2. Since sine is an odd function, we're going to get 1 divided by negative sine of theta minus 2. Now these don't equal each other, so this test fails. So let's see if it's symmetric with respect to the line theta equals pi divided by 2, which is the y-axis. And we replace our theta with pi minus theta. So this is going to be, let's see, sine of pi minus theta. Then we have minus 2. We're going to use our difference of formulas for sine and expand this. So we're going to get 1 divided by sine of pi cosine of theta minus cosine of pi sine of theta minus 2. All right, so this is going to be 0, and this is going to be 1 divided by negative. Sine of pi is negative 1. Then we have sine of theta and minus 2. This minus 2 should come out here a little bit. Minus 2. All right. These double negatives, it's going to make this 1 divided by sine of theta minus 2, which is the same as cosecant of theta minus 2. So it does check. Our graph is going to be symmetric to the line theta equals pi divided by 2. So this checks out. And the third test is the pole test, the origin. And you just replace r with negative r. And clearly, these are not the same equivalent equations. So this test fails. Therefore, we're going to, since it's symmetric to with respect to the y-axis, we're going to assign values from 0 to pi divided by 2 and use our symmetry to finish up the graph. So I went ahead and assigned the values from 0 to pi divided by 2, and this is going to give us, at 0 we're undefined. At pi divided by 6 we get 0. Pi divided by 4 is going to be square root of 2 minus 2. And that's approximately negative 0.6. At pi divided by 3, we get 2 square root of 3 divided by 3 minus 2. That's approximately negative 0.8. And at pi divided by 2, we're at negative 1. So let's see what we can do. I think I'm going to make this go by ones like this. So this is going to be 1, 2, just to make it a little bigger, 3, and 4. So this would be half right there. All right, so let's graph this. At 0, it's undefined. At pi divided by 6, it's 0. So it's going to go out like this because it's undefined at 0. So it's going to go out like this. Now, at pi divided by 4, which is here, we're at negative 0.6. That's a little bigger than 1/2. So here's our pi divided by 4, right? Let me see. It's about right here. At pi divided by 3, it's at negative 0.8, which is getting closer to 2, which is closer to 1, sorry. And at pi divided by 2, it's negative 1. So the graph's coming around this way. That's half of the graph. Now we're going to use symmetry with respect to this line here. And let's graph the other half. So basically we're looking at 5 pi divided by 6 matches up to 0. At 3 pi divided by 4 here, why isn't this working? All right. It's at negative, let's see, here we are. You can kind of match it up. It's going to be at almost negative 5. At 2 pi divided by 3, it's going to be close to 1/2, close to 1. So here it's coming around this way, and then it's going to swing up around this way. So that's how you use symmetry. Something like that. Maybe this should swing out a little more. All right. That's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.